lawnmower was running a little rough, and after some inspection, I determined that our plugs were pretty well fouled and needed to be replaced. I like to use dielectric grease anytime I replace spark plugs on our vehicles or lawn equipment. When applied to the boot and the ceramic portion of the plug, this silicone-based grease keeps dirt, water, and other elements out of the electrical connections. Being that the grease is also non-conductive, it prevents electrical arcing outside of the boot. Repeat the process on any remaining spark plugs. Today I'm going to go through and cut the remaining corn stalks that we have down. I'm going to cut them just above the soil level, maybe an inch or two high, leaving the root ball in the soil to help keep the soil in place underneath the mulch. It'll also start to break down over the winter, early spring, and reincorporate some of the nutrients that the corn used back into the soil. Next year when I'm ready to plant in these beds, I'll take the remaining root balls out at that time and compost them. So let's get to it. A few stalks of asparagus per crown to fern out as it increases nutrient production and absorption, which gets stored in the roots. This will result in larger, healthier stalks next year. Check out what I found.
Yeah?
It's a paper wasp nest.
It
must have blown in and all the wind that we were having this past week. Because I don't recall seeing this on our property anywhere. Pretty neat. I think I'll throw it on the compost pile.
No. Pink.
I prefer to prune back and burn my asparagus ferns after they have turned brown. The asparagus minor overwinters as pupae in the stems of the plants. If stalks are left standing while infected, an entire crop could be lost the following season. Okay, these 4 beds are winterized. I added some fresh pine shavings to these a week or two ago, but didn't get a video of it. There's a bunch of leaf litter and some leaves basically from the corn stalks left in the corn beds, which I'm just going to leave. It's a good natural mulch. And all the asparagus has been cut out. The strawberries are still here. In the center, we had a rough year with the strawberries because the rabbits came through and kept mowing everything down, so we didn't get a single berry out of here this year. I still have to decide whether or not I'm going to do a hardware cloth fencing like that around this bed to keep the rabbits out, or tackle it a different way. But I think I will deal with that next spring because I got enough going on this fall. This is the lemon balm that I transplanted over here from the elderberry beds in a previous video. It has gone to seed and has discontinued its growth for this year and has gone dormant. So what I'm going to do is trim these down maybe an inch or two off the ground and burn the tops. And then next spring, new shoots will shoot up out of the ground, out of the root base, and we'll have fresh new lemon balm plants. Since the growing season's over now, we won't be needing our rain barrels for watering any of our crops anymore. So I'm going to empty them out, disconnect them from the downspouts, and turn them over with a weight on top for winter storage. Our family dropped off bags of fallen leaves from their fall cleanup. Most of America will line the streets this fall with bags of leaf litter like these to be taken away for disposal. According to the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, leaves and other yard debris account for more than 13% of the nation's solid waste. That's nearly 33 million tons of free soil-building organic matter thrown away each year. As I've stated in previous videos, leaves as well as chipped tree remains, pine needles, grass clippings, and straw amongst other organic matter, are natural mulches that help suppress weeds, retain moisture, and fertilize the soil as they break down. Why spend money on mulch and fertilizer for the garden when you can make your own? Removing leaves from your property also eliminates vital wildlife habitat. Mammals and invertebrates alike rely on leaf litter for food, shelter, and nesting material. There are many varieties of moth and butterfly caterpillars that overwinter in fallen leaves. I layered the ground in the wooded portion of our property with these bags of leaves to create habitat for various forms of life. I am repurposing this small decorative bale of grain straw as bedding material in our chickens' nesting boxes. Being that straw is hollow, it will provide a nice cushion for the eggs. Our ladies haven't started laying just yet, so we have the nesting boxes blocked off with cardboard. By keeping the chickens out of the nesting boxes until they begin laying, they will not become accustomed to using them for anything other than laying eggs when the time comes. Check that out. The fire's gone out and my fire starter is still going strong. Probably didn't even need to use that to get it going because it went up like paper. But I've got so many of them. I'll definitely have to share how to make those in a future video for you.